I wanted to create a weekly spread with my Toucan Do It box. And I thought I'd use my very favourite stencil, the MVP, to set up my weekly spread. And then I'm going to use some of the items from the Toucan Do It box to decorate. So first of all, I'm taking my MVP stencil and I'm just drawing 7 boxes along the top, leaving a panel on the right hand side. You'll see why in a second. And underneath those boxes, I will be tracing a slightly smaller box so that I can use it for a meal planning box. So just taking the stencil, I've left a gap in between each of them, just a 1 dot grid space gap, just so that it looks aesthetically pleasing. The MVP stencil is called MVP because it is my most valued player. I use it all the time for weekly spreads, daily spreads, random spreads. I love the banner on it, the decoration for the boxes. It's just a really useful stencil. So I'd say if you're only going to buy one Ipsa Daisy stencil, this should be the one that you get because it is probably the most versatile of all the stencils in our collection. So just adding the little meal plan boxes underneath each of the daily event boxes. And then I'm using a washi tape just to mark off the side section. It isn't a washi tape that is going to go with the spread. I'm literally just using it as masking tape because I know I can easily peel that back. And then I'm taking our tropical leaf stencil that came with the Toucan Do It subscription box, and I am adding a bit of tape just to hold it in place. And then I'm going to grab my green ink pad that also came in the Toucan Do It box and the little dauber that we have. And I'm careful to make sure that I am tapping the ink on, not rubbing, so that it doesn't go up underneath the stencil. So tap, tap, tapping in each of the shapes. And hopefully we'll see a nice result once we've got all the ink in place. And the important thing you have to do once you're finished is to take off the washi tape carefully. Don't just rip it off, otherwise it will rip the page. But if you peel it back slowly, it won't damage your paper and you'll have a really clean line. So first of all, taking the stencil up, and then I'm going to place the stencil below where it was previously, just so that I can fill in the rest of that gap. And again, add a little bit of washi tape to keep it in place so that it doesn't move around whilst I'm tapping the ink into place. So again, tapping, not rubbing the ink. And I like the fact that if you tap in different areas more ink, then you get a kind of shaded leaf, which really adds to the effect. Okay, time to reveal. So peeling back the washi tape carefully lift up, and then slowly peel down that washi tape so that you've got a really nice clean line. And it just adds a really nice decoration to the page, something a bit different. Now I need to be careful not to put my arm in it because that is classic Joe. So I'm going to use the Toucan stencil to add in a toucan to the bottom left-hand corner of the page. As always with any multi-part stencils, you start with the element that is nearest to you. So for the toucan, this is the feet. So adding in the feet, I'm then going to add a branch, freehand, that the toucan is sitting on. He could also sit on the edge of a box, sit on your spread. There's loads of different ways that you could use him. I'm just adding in a little branch there. And then once you've got the branch and the toucan's feet, you can then put his body behind that. So just drawing around carefully. If you find that stencils move when you are drawing with them, just tack them down with a little bit of washi tape like I did with the ink stencil. Adding in the beak. So you've got your rough toucan shape. And then the little circle element is the white patch on the side of our toucan's face. And a top tip for our mini box stencils, the mini box is our subscription box. Generally within each mini box, you will have a postcard that will feature the character or the elements that are on the stencil and the washi tape. Use that as your kind of cheat sheet for how to put together the stencil if you're not sure. So there's my toucan. I've added an eye. I'm then going to add in my to-do boxes so that I've got a little area in my weekly spread for a to-do list. And again, this is the MVP stencil. I told you it was versatile. It really is. And then I'm just flipping it around. The reason I flipped it around is so that I'm not laying the stencil over where I've just inked those leaves. Attempting not to smudge them. And then I think I'm going to probably use the stickers from the Toucan Do It box just to add in the days of the week. These stickers are really handy. We do have some of these stickers in rainbow format available in the shop, but within the Mini One subscription box, you get them themed to the monthly theme, so it makes spread setup really easy. And then I'm adding headers to my to-do list, which say Toucan Do It and Get It Done. Then thought about adding a sticker but changed my mind, decided that I already had enough design on there. So what I'm going to do is add in some areas for notes on the left-hand side. Again, I was going to add boxes, but I decided that it was easier just to leave it as an open space to doodle or add any notes that I have in the week. So I used a little sticker. No, I don't end up using that one. See how I change my mind so often? I think I added a leaf sticker in the end, a monstera leaf, and some washi tape. So the washi tape is from the Toucan Do It box as well. Once I've got the pack open, I'm going to add in the tape across, just because the left-hand side doesn't have quite as much detail as the right-hand side of the spread. So I'm trying to make it look a bit more balanced. And I think now I'll grab the monstera leaf sticker. I'm going to add that on. There I go. Make your mind up. And a header for that section. I'm then going to grab my colouring pencils, brand new set of colouring pencils, very excited. There's tons of choice, and grab the pencils that I need. I will link these colouring pencils in the description below, just because I know that I will get asked because they're so lush. I did pay for them, they weren't a gift, but they are pretty nice, very smooth to colour with. So I'm colouring my toucan in with my pencils. I did actually realise after I did this that the toucan should have a little black bit at the end of the beak, which I didn't add. So apologies, I should have done that and I didn't. Not accurate toucan colouring. I actually can't get over how happy I am with the ink stamping on the right hand side of the spread. I definitely think I'm going to be using that technique more. I feel like there's lots of different shapes that I could create stencils for creating patterns on the edge of spreads. If you'd like to see that, drop us a comment below. Let me know what shapes or patterns you'd like to see. Maybe it's something we can add to future boxes or add to the shop. There's his beak, nice and orange. And all that's left for me to do is colour the branch, I think. Grabbing a brown coloured pencil. So I was super happy with how this spread turned out. I think it's really cute. I love the kind of green across it, which surprises me because I'm not a fan of green, as anyone who knows me will attest. If you'd like to see more of my setups, make sure that you are signed up to our newsletter. We have a step-by-step Saturday newsletter that goes out every Saturday and has journal videos included within it. There's also a little box that you can reply to and tell me what you'd like to see videos of, which stencils, which boxes, and I can see what I can do and create some step-by-step videos for you. Give us a like and a follow, and we'll see you next time. Bye.